Okay folks, this here is a short video that'll explain just exactly where my time has been spent this past few weeks. I've been remodeling and doing a lot of rearranging here at the house. So here's the deal. You may remember it because I did a video on it a couple of years ago. This, as you may remember, was my former bunker room. This here is the newly converted bunker room, which is now aptly named the Tactical Playroom. I'm just kidding. Now, I put a little bit of time planning and designing things, so let me show you around real quick and give you the lay of the land. I wanted to center the entire room around a magnetic whiteboard, and I found this one on Craigslist pretty cheap. And since it's magnetic, my son can easily manipulate numbers, letters, words, and what have you. This circular table is meant to be another centralized workspace, and I put some chairs here so that the other kids can join in. I simply cut a notch out so that it fit into the 4x4 post here. The two plastic angular bins here were actually stolen from our kitchen, but don't tell my wife, and I modified them so that kids can better access the blocks and toys. Now I wanted to make certain that there was sufficient light at each and every learning station, so I equipped each of them with LED lights. They don't get hot, and they operate at a fraction of the cost of incandescent bulbs. In fact, all of the lighting in our entire house is LED. As far as toy storage, I ended up building this shelving system myself, and with all the materials it cost me around 25 bucks, and it's very, very solid. I also painted the wall on the right with some extra paint that was left over from years ago. And here's another angle of that same shelf system. This is the multimedia and reading corner. Now bear in mind, we have not had a television or cable signal in this house for at least 8 years. This is intended instead for educational videos every now and then, and I'm very strict with my son on that. You might be surprised, but I mostly use this player to play jazz CDs. It makes hanging out in this room a lot easier for me, and it's also getting my son's brain attuned to music composition early on. He's really getting to like jazz a lot now. Now this bookshelf I had to pay a fairly high price for, but it was worth it since it positions all the books at his eye level, and he's continually snagging books out and browsing through them on the rug. Here's a mechanic's rolling stool. It really comes in handy when I'm working lessons on the whiteboard with my son, especially since the loft above is so low hanging. And here's the music corner. I got this Casio keyboard on Craigslist for 50 bucks. Not a bad deal when you consider that the keys light up. It has all kinds of sound and play along tunes. Here's his first guitar. Later on, he'll get a real one with actual strings, but not just yet. Alright, that concludes the look around the toddler room. Hope you enjoyed it. Here's a quick sit rep. Okay, let's start with the bad. About 4 weeks ago, my computer recording card just bam, it quit working altogether. Now this happens, and it's the nature of the digital beast. That also meant that I could not record my voice on any videos or conduct any online interviews for the past few weeks. Now the good news is that today I was able to replace the recording card. So analytical survival is back on track. Now I took advantage of that downtime and was able to work on 3 new videos which are now totally complete except for the voiceovers. I'll be releasing them one at a time in short order. So please stay tuned, and as always, this is Analytical Survival saying, stay safe, my brothers and sisters.